Smashed the glass and smelt the metal, saying the pollution is incidental. Burning flowers till the ashes settle. The wind gave life to the world's last petal. As it blew across the map of hazards, it saw why it was the last of very special. Chimneys and pipes forced to fuel faster. Earthling blood everywhere, it was plastered. Garbage filled earth's every crook and corner. The glass and metal seemed to adorn her. The drills and rigs might have torn her. Petal didn't even get to know her, but still mourned her. It saw a crater, it was where WW3 was blasted. There was bodies still rotting, it stunk rancid. Stench of death of those who thought they had war mastered. Collapsing on lies, fabricated ghosts like Casper. United Nations warned them, it was classic. The war started because there was innocence being trafficked. Too much mothers being beaten and bashed in. They couldn't stitch the planet's gashes. Her heart had shattered, and it was due to unbreakable shackles. Petal flew through the air, it saw the last two facing the accent. As it fell, Petal heard the war cry of bark and branches as battle. Petal remembered tales of people who walked past him without paddles. It asked the wind to help her find a solution to our battlefields trampled. So wind gently and generously gave Petal the gusher wind ample. Petal rushed across the map of red deserts and burning bramble to find an old human who was rambling. Petal arrived so silent, and the silence was storming. The human saw Petal, and the tears started pouring. Petal didn't know why it rained with no clouds forming. Human couldn't stop the water, and Petal felt it wasn't normal. Petal wanted human to shine and smile. It did a dance in the wind for what seemed like a while. Human forgot for a moment the war that transpired. She smiled for a second, and Petal knew it was worth a trial. She spoke and said something that felt like hope of a child. Petal was happy that it could make humans smile with its style. Suddenly there was a boom, it quaked around for miles. Petal and Human got shook, they snapped back to reality vile. Human quickly left the Petal and made a dash for the past. She knew of a patch free she was guarding, and she called the grass. She said it was untouched. Bang bang, Petal finally felt safe in her hands. They journeyed across the land and sense of demise. Human covered Petal and told it, shield your eyes. Petal didn't see what's responsible for when she cried. As the metal monster made another boom, they hide. Petal was the only sign she had of everlasting life. That's when she first seen Petal, she cried. She knew that it was a sign of Mother Earth's last try. She thought the greed of man had run her dry. The metal monster had finally galloped by. It came out to the fresh smell of carbon monoxide. Petal sensed the danger was here and got a fright. She hummed little Petal a lullaby. They looked up and seen the starlit skies. Petal made a wish to keep human smiling wide, to keep her hopes held high, and to never leave her side. They started moving again the next morning at sunrise. With every step, Petal began to realize this human is very experienced and is wise. She knew how to treat the land so kind. Petal could sense something wrong with Human. Her wind was wheezing and not whooshing. Human found a patch of grass and rested in its cushions. Petal was confused because she wasn't moving. Petal took one last look at the human in the grassy bed. Another brave soul gone to end. Petal felt something new. Protective friend. It realized the crying is for once. Thanks to human friend and what she has done. Finding solace of sanctum in her hums.